Beer News. Hello friends that like beer. In the beer news for the edition 127 of the program Sobre Cerveja com Professor Cesar Peixoto, we highlight Mondial de la Bière Rio 2020. The biggest beer festival in Brazil will go online in 2020 at www.mundialdelabierrerio.com. You can buy beers from Mondial's partner breweries, but you will have the opportunity to guarantee the traditional cup of the event in the different Mondial de la Bière boxes that will raise the level of your experience at the online festival. A diverse range of breweries and labels in each box with special products to quench your thirst for novelties, in addition to Mondial de la Bière products for you to enhance your collection. The exclusive glass, tie opener, cup coasters, stickers, posters, as well as a guide to tasting beers will be in the boxes. Boxes for sale will soon be available at mondialdelabierrebrasil.com.br. Fuller's 2020 Vintage Ale. The beer has been carefully and passionately crafted by the Fuller's brewing team in Chiswick every year since 1997. Each time, a new recipe is created, ensuring the annual vintage has its own unique profile, distinct from the last, yet all are made to mature elegantly, with the flavors developing over time. Homegrown hops and United Kingdom produced the malt from the basis for Vintage Ale 2020, alongside the brewery's signature yeast. The story starts with DRC, a double-roasted crystal malt from East Anglia that promises malt sweetness, rich in caramel and rising. Then there's the Redfordshire ropes, Chester and Godiva, adding ripberry fruit and tangy citrus notes to the signature marmalade flavors of the Fuller's yeast. Bottles are available on the Fuller's Brewery website at shop.fullersbrewery.co.uk, with gift sets and previous vintages available too. Winners of 2020 Great American Beer Festival competition. The Brewers Association Great American Beer Festival was online this year. It is a festival and competition for United States breweries. This year, there were 8,806 beers judged from 1,720 breweries. The United States has more than 8,000 breweries. The most medalated brewers were Rip Beer from California with gold in Tangible Passion, a Belgian-style specialty ale, silver with the Rizzo, a coffee stout, and silver with Black the Ripper, American-style black ale. Shukanut Brewery from Washington with gold in Shukanut Maybach, a bock beer, silver in Shukanut Chuck Life, a light lager, e bronze in Shukanut High, a high beer. Sun King Brewery from Indianapolis with gold in Afternoon Delight, a wood and barrel-aged beer, bronze in Cherry Boozy, a fruity wood and barrel-aged sour beer, bronze in Pachanga, a light lager, and bronze in Sunlight Cream Ale, a golden ale. And Cannonball Creek Brewing from Colorado with gold in Filter Wave Pale Ale, American Style Pale Ale, bronze in Vladimir Brutin, an experimental Indian Pale Ale, and bronze in Let's Talk About Max, an American-style cream ale. Gluten-free Beer Conference. On September 23, gluten-free breweries from around the world connected virtually at the second annual Gluten-free Beer Conference. Out of over 8,000 craft breweries in the US, only 15 breweries are dedicated gluten-free, meaning they brew, package, and sell gluten-free beer only. Among other countries, there were breweries from England too. Dedicated gluten-free breweries produce their beer on dedicated gluten-free equipment. They allow only gluten-free ingredients to enter their doors, so there is no cross-contamination risk for the customer. Brewers interested in joining the Gluten-Free Brewers Association can reach out to Kathleen Gipley at KGIPPLE at holidaybrewing.com. Problems for Japanese beer in Korea. Japanese beer giants Asahi and Kirin are facing tough times in South Korean market after being struck dual blows by both the COVID-19 pandemic and the local boycotts against Japanese products in general. Asahi was the first imported beer in South Korea, but nowadays is the third place. Chinese Tsingtao is the first, followed by Dutch Heineken. The local brand Hich Jinru, part of Kirin Group, is not mentioning the Japanese brand in its merchandise. Before this conflict and the pandemic, South Korea was the top Japanese beer export destination. Firestone Walker Chocolate Cherry Stout. Firestone Walker released the Chocolate Cherry Stout, an all-new beer brewed with cherries and cocoa nibs for fall season enjoyment. While Firestone Walker is renowned for its ever-evolving line of seasonal stouts, Chocolate Cherry Stout inaugurates a fresh new twist to the style. The result is a seasonal stout offering subtle cherry fruit and chocolate cocoa flavors with dark roasted malt complexity and rich velvet mouthfeel. Duvel Mutgard to be distributed by Molson Coors. Duvel Mutgard and Molson Coors announced a new distribution partnership in Canada. The multi-year deal gives Molson Coors rights to import beers brewed by 6 Duvel-owned brands across Canada, with the exception of Quebec. Included in the pact are Duvel, Brasserie Dachouf, Liefmans, De Koning, Mauritzo's, and Vedet. Carlsberg buys Wernesgrüner. The Carlsberg Group has entered into an agreement with Bitburger Brau Group to acquire one of the oldest breweries in the world, Wernesgrüner Brewery, from the namesake village in Saxony, Germany. The Wernesgrüner brand is one of the most traditional German beer brands. The brewery was founded in 1436, and beer from Wernesgrün was already more than 100 years ago one of the first German beers to be nationally distributed. It was a state-owned brewery in the old GDR, but in 2002 it was acquired by the Bitburger Brewery Group, one of the leading German brewing groups, and now it is part of Carlsberg Group. This was the beer news for the edition 127 of the program Sobre Cerveja com Professor Cesar Peixoto.
informação, entretenimento e os prazeres do mundo cervejeiro. A apresentação, Professor Cesar Peixoto.